What up, Jess? It's your pal Earl. And I gotta say, your last video has got to be one of the most upsetting things I've ever seen on YouTube. Um, and I think about all these memories. Like if you say boundless eyes, this massive amount of information comes up to the forefront of my mind, and I wonder um, what it's doing there because I don't actually know you, right? Like you talk about like your channel as a personal interest channel, but it's not. It's more of a personal crisis channel. Um, and I would call it actually. I'd call what you do, Jess. And I'm not trying to upset you. I really am not trying to upset you. I am just really upset by your video and several of the things that you've said since I've been watching you. Um, I think that you surround yourself with poor choices, Jess, and I think you then pick the best of the poor choices. I think that I think I could give you examples. I don't know if I don't know it would help because you really remind me of a friend of mine. That's why I like you actually, because you remind me so much of a friend of mine. And once she was, she had done like three or four of the exact same like sexual nightmare scenarios. Like you have sex with your boss, you have sex with your landlord, you have sex with your best friend just broke up with his ex and you have sex with him 48 hours later and he gets back with her 72 hours later. um, you couldn't even wait 2 days to like why was having sex with your ex's best friend even on your list to do list? It's not on of all the good choices you can make in life. It's not even on the worst of the good choices you can make, but on the lower list, that big circle that is of the bad choices you can make, it's on that list. It's near the top of the worst choices you can make. Um, she picked off that list. She surrounded herself with poor decisions and picked off that list. Like she's like, I want to have sex. Suddenly, her best friend's ex is available. She has sex with him. Um, the same thing with her boss and landlord and stuff like that. See, all that ended up in a nightmare. And I remember after like her like second or third married husband, I'm leaving my wife. Let's have sex. Um, she came to me upset not because he actually wasn't leaving her wife, because that's what the other two guys didn't leave their wives at all, as well. She came to me because her friends have stopped caring, and I said, well, these are your decisions you're making over and over and over again. This is you leading your life. So it's they care about you, but they also, in a way, they're respecting your decision to make bad decisions. And she's like, but people only care about me when I make bad decisions. She blurted it out, and then she tried to take it back. But I think it was true, Jess, and I think it's true about you. I think that you pick from the bad decisions. Um, from one, like you don't seem like you could delay gratification for some reason, um, and I think that you also really care about attention and caring, and it's it's the wrong kind, right? The wrong kind of attention. Um, so, Jess, the reason why I'm telling you this is not to hurt your feelings or anything like that. It's more for me actually. I got to remind myself that. Um, have you ever heard the saying like you can't choose who you fall in love with, but you can choose who you date? Um, it's like you can't choose what you remember, but you could choose who you talk to. And if somebody lives a life of upset and crisis and drama, um, and you get the feeling that they make those choices on purpose, um, then just the more you absorb what goes on in their life, just the more of those memories you have in your life. Um, it's a fair amount of bad memories to have, even if they're not your own. And so, like, if I could say, like, to you, Jess, like, oh, never have sex, never have sex with somebody until you've known them for 6 months, let's say, or immediately try to save up enough money and move into a share house in London. You move out of your mom's house. That's the best of the worst decisions. The worst of the best decisions down here is a share house with a lot of roommates, and you gotta tuck it all in when you live with a whole bunch of people. When someone asks how you're doing in the morning, you say fine. Someone asks how your day is, you say, hey, it was really good. Um, I'm learning a lot at my job. People say, how are the boyfriend going? You're like, it could be better. It's not a place to. It's just like it's not a place for a lot of loud music. It's not a place for a lot of loud emotions. So that you'd have six people that you couldn't tell um, anything other than just kind of like really mellow, middle of the road stuff. And I know that drives you nuts. I know you don't like that. You've talked about that in the past, but the vast majority of us, you've seen it. The vast majority of us don't want a huge amount of other people's emotion and other people's drama. A little bit's okay. Like if I get in a car accident and I'm hurt, I want to talk about it and I'd like some attention. If I get into 9 car accidents, um, people are going to start thinking, I don't know, man. I don't know what you're up to. But you either need to stop driving or you need to start making better choices. So, so I guess, Jess, essentially, I guess that's kind of what I'm saying to you. I guess I'm saying you need to surround yourself with good choices, Jess, and you're probably going to have to start with choosing the worst of the best choices. Living with a whole bunch of roommates and keeping it together, keeping it inside, focusing on yourself, focusing on your job, and paying the dues, like delaying gratification, um, waiting to get to know somebody for a long time, putting time into your work, putting time into your savings, pulling back on how much you're um, drinking. Let's say if drinking's bothering you, or anything else, like going out to drink with your friends. Just like give yourself a drink minimum. Don't get wasted with your workmates. Um, it seems like a cool thing to do, but you know, how many times are you going to get wasted around your workmates before they think that's a lot of getting wasted? And how many times do you want them to see you like that? And how many times do you want the people in the tubes to see you like this? Um, I want to be supportive, Jess, but I kind of also want to just kick you in the butt and tell you you need to start taking care of yourself, and you're picking from the wrong circle wheel of choices. No longer the best of the worst choices. Raise it up a notch and start at the worst of the best choices and work your way up to the top to where you own your own place and you're secure in your work and you can travel around and you have the money and you can take care of yourself and one day take care of your mom like she's taking care of you now. So, Jess, I do wish you the best, but I feel like unless I think that you wish yourself the best as well, that all I'll do to continue to watch your videos, all it would do would fill my mind up full of things that upset me, and I don't want that. And I would hope that you don't want that either. I hope you don't want that kind of attention from me or from anyone else. Um, I hope that you would want the kind of attention where people are like, this girl is really going to be something. She is really going to take care of herself, and she is really going to take care of others, and we're excited to see that. I am excited to see that. I do hope for the best for you.